kind of blew up overnight on Reddit. Like I got my first few hundred customers. We sold over 1 million bongs. Then the company got acquired for $10 million in 2021. Been considering running for city council of Santa Monica. Literally 5 minutes after we put the tab in our mouth, his dad has a heart attack. Dead on the lawn for like a minute.
What?
And we just went to the Arctic.
Like they all just drop acid and just go to the Arctic? Do they have hookers in China?
Yes.
Are they hot?
Yes. They even have like apps there and drive-through.
Wait, like drive-through prostitutes?
Yeah, like you choose one, she gets in the car and you drive off.
Where'd you stay in India?
Mumbai. I saw a guy with Down syndrome get pickpocketed.
No.
There's a QR code on the table and I was like, what's this? And he's like, oh, just like scan it. And I was like,
fuck yeah.
I was like, I've been here for 10 minutes.
Dude, I would love to try some Viet actually.
You're now watching the Gobcast. Viewer discretion is advised.
Maybe you could do some mini interviews because I feel like you could stand 5 minutes of them, but.
Oh, yeah. If we just get him like a bump real quick, like just run him like 10 questions, we'll probably be good.
Yeah, you could call like your short interviews bumps.
The Gobcast bump every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right before the main. Yeah, so normally I have these little scripts written out like you might remember from last time. But like with these ones, I honestly, like, I know you well enough, so I don't have shit written out. Like,
Okay, yeah, I'm down to.
I know you. I feel like I know you more than well enough to just sit here and yap for a few hours. But you know who doesn't know you well enough? The audience at home. We got to change that today.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back to the Gobcast, episode 99. I can't believe we're here. This is an unbelievable milestone. Episode 100 is already done. Like we already filmed the whole thing at the time of recording this. So like, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to comment on it, but I know you guys are probably as excited as I am, I hope. Today, though, we have a very exciting episode because we have a very special guest who a select few of you might remember as this is actually a return guest. However, we had this homie on back in the era, and all those episodes got, sent into the void. So we're going to pretend that episode never happened and do a way sicker episode right fucking now because we've got my friend and founder of Daily High Club, my boy Harrison right here. What's going on, dude?
Hell yeah, thanks for having me.
How you doing, dude? How you been?
Not too bad.
Now, for everyone watching at home who doesn't know who you are, hasn't followed you, hasn't seen the first episode, how would you introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, so what's up? My name is Harrison Baum. I started a company called Daily High Club back in 2015. I was working in customer service at Vistaprint, and it was just like fucking sucking my soul out. And I'd come up with this idea for a dollar club for weed supplies, and it kind of blew up overnight on Reddit. Like I got my first few hundred customers overnight. It ended up turning into more of a online head shop and subscription box. And we sold over 1 million bongs. And then the company got acquired for $10 million in 2021.
Yeah. And just out of curiosity, with that acquisition, were you like the sole owner of the company at that time?
I own 75%.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
But there's a bunch of other stuff with it. It's not like I
of
have
course,
like
yeah, you don't
$7.5 million sitting
you
in the
didn't
bank.
get $7.5 million wired to you that day.
Yeah, but it was
that's,
like it worked out well.
Yeah, 100%. Now, Daily High Club is one of the most well-known brands, I think, in the weed space today. Like Daily High Club, I think, is known by people who don't watch this show. It's known by a ton of people. I mean, he sold 1 million bongs. That's a load of them. But
It's a couple bongs for sure.
yeah, that's a couple bongs. But like before you ended up selling 1 million bongs and obviously expanding into this big thing, like what did you do in your younger days when you were a kid that kind of led you to being a businessman?
Yeah, so I first started selling paper airplanes in first grade. I was always hustling.
You were trapping?
Yeah, I was trapping.
Okay.
And yeah,
what was like special about your paper airplanes? Was there like a certain like?
I was fucking making them.
Yeah.
So I actually had a business in college fixing iPhones. So I fixed about 2,000 iPhones.
Damn.
And so I was like making pretty good money since I started that in high school with iPods. So like I've always like just tried to find ways to make money. And then the iPhone thing kind of hit a dead end, and I like couldn't really get like employed by any place great. And the customer service job, I was like, whatever, I'll take it and I'll figure out like what I want to do next. And that's how I fell into Daily High Club.
Didn't Apple make it like harder for people to do self repairs?
Yeah, I think they were making it a lot harder, like especially when I was getting out of it. But now I think it's getting easier because there's like all these right to repair laws, which are good. Like people,
thank God, dude.
Yeah.
The USB-C law and all this, like,
yeah,
we're finally pushing back on Apple a little bit. Those got away with selling us a custom charger and then saying we couldn't repair our phones for too long.
yeah, it's not right, but it's dope. Now you got one cable for everything. That's the way it should be.
What's like the economics of repairing an iPhone? Like, what's your profit margin on like a usual repair?
Yeah, so this is a long time ago. So
Okay,
it was $80 for an iPhone 4 screen repair. That was like the most common thing.
That's
like
what you would
4 and
charge?
4S. Yeah.
that's a good deal, dude. I paid like double that for mine when I was younger.
Yeah, and there's no Apple store nearby, so like people kind of had to come to me. And yeah, the screen cost like $20. So it's like $60, do like 5 of those a day. It was like pretty decent for a college student. My grades fucking sucked. I didn't like really give a shit about school after a certain point because it's like, well, I'm like making like 30 to 70K a year as a college student with this.
That's
so
bank at
that
that
was
age.
kind of the money that I had to originally start Daily High Club.
So you just kind of stacked up your iPhone repair money, like you weren't being stupid with it when you were younger?
Yeah, I wasn't being stupid with it. I was like, I wish I was more stupid with it. Because like all I cared about was the fucking iPhone repair and getting high at that age. It's like literally all I did is just get stoned and fix iPhones. So,
Did you do anything else besides get stoned, or were you just a smoker?
what do you mean?
Like, did you try any other drugs when you were younger?
When I was in college, did I try any? Yes. Yeah, I did acid and shrooms.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Fill me in on that. What was your first trip like?
My first trip was, oh man, dude, my first trip was intense.
Okay.
It was crazy. So it's the Firefly Music Festival, and we're all tripping except one guy, and he's going to be like the trip sitter, and he's just going to like make sure everything's cool because we've never done this before. And so literally 5 minutes after we put the tab in our mouth, we're like not feeling anything. His dad has a heart attack.
Oh.
And his dad
What?
is like literally dead on the lawn for like a minute.
What?
And the neighbor noticed.
Like right in front of you guys, or like?
No, he got a call.
Okay.
He got a call like 5 minutes in because we're at the music festival. His dad's at home.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And so
I thought
like
he dropped dead at
he's
the
just like,
festival.
my dad like had a heart attack. Like I need to leave now. And he's just like, you guys just like try to have a good time. And we're just like, oh, great. We're like dissolving
and he had
acid.
just dropped acid.
We had just dropped acid like 5 minutes before.
Oh no.
And yeah, I will say it was like, he was like, guys, like there's literally nothing you can do. Like just stay here, have a fun time. Like there's no reason for you all to leave. And it was actually like, we still managed to have a good time on it. It was
Really?
like, it was very introspective, and it wasn't horrible. Like we thought it was going to be terrible, but yeah, we kind of all realized like, oh shit, we're in this together. There's nothing we can do. We paid a lot of money to come to this festival. We might as well enjoy it.
This trip's
So-
for pops.
Yeah.
It was an honorary trip.
So it did give me a very good impression of acid, to be honest.
Would you say you like acid more than shrooms?
Absolutely.
Damn, you immediately
Absolutely.
you didn't even hesitate.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It just like I'm not like the biggest shroom person. Like I enjoy it from time to time, but I'm a pretty high anxiety person. So like, I don't know why shrooms, I just like, I think too much. I have too much anxiety. With acid, I feel like there's a little more of like I think it affects your serotonin levels where
Something like that.
mushrooms doesn't, something like that. And I feel like I'm a bit like more positive and happier on acid. And that's just been my experience.
Yeah, I definitely relate to that. I feel like when I take acid, I try to go like as retarded as I can, you know? And then when I take shrooms, I'll sit there and start like pondering shit. You know, I'll be listening to music and like getting introspective. And that's not what I want out of psychedelics usually.
Yeah.
That's not like my kind of ideal trip. What about your first shroom trip?
My first shroom trip, I don't even fucking remember what it was. I think I remember now.
Mine was horrible.
What was yours?
I took an eighth my first time and just threw up a bunch and like lay down on some guy's lawn that like I didn't know who it was. And my homies kept trying to like pull me back into the car. They're like, dude, get up. Like you're at some random guy's house. Like we were driving, my friend was driving my car and the problem is I took an eighth of shrooms with nowhere to go and nothing to do. Like I took an eighth of shrooms and then sat in the backseat of a car for the whole trip. Like we had nowhere to go. So eventually I was like, yo, pull over car. Like, I got to throw up or something. I got out and started dry heaving on just some random person's lawn. We're like in a neighborhood. And I just lay down. Like, I just like, I don't throw up and I'm just like, this shit, you know, I'm going to sleep. I'm taking a nap or something. I'm comfy. And I lay down and my friend jumps out of the car and he's like trying to grab me. My other friend jumps out. They're both trying to grab me. Like, dude, get up. Like, you're in some random neighborhood. You can't be here. It was a horrible time. But later on, once I like stopped being nauseous and like actually started experiencing the trip, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was
So you
just
did it again. You came back.
Oh yeah, I've done
Yeah.
shrooms a million times since then. But my first time doing shrooms was so bad that it put me off of them for like years.
Yeah.
I didn't try them again for probably 4 or 5 years after that.
Wow.
It was a long time. But would you say you did psychedelics a lot when you were younger?
I feel like not really, but I did it a lot when I was older. So yeah, I actually, the most recent time doing psychedelics or acid was one of my favorite trips. We went with, have you heard of Envala?
No.
They're the
What's that?
largest Spanish speaking cannabis page.
Okay.
And they do trips across the world. And so that was the trip. We just went to the Arctic, to like the very southern tip of South America.
Like they all just drop acid and just go to the Arctic?
Not everyone drops acid, but a bunch of people brought it.
Oh my God, this sounds fire.
And so like we're
What?
literally like on this little boat seeing like this little lighthouse. It's like the last bit of human civilization and everything's like melting around us. It was wild.
How much did you take?
I didn't take much. I took like half a tab.
Okay, yeah, that's a chill
It
trip.
was like a spray.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Cause I'm like, I'm all the way out here. I want to like remember this and like, yeah, I don't know what other shit I got to do today here. So
Yep. Dude, the LA drugs are so like interesting. Out here, everyone's got the spray bottles of acid. No
Yeah.
one takes paper tabs. It's very strange. Why
why do you
is
think
that?
that is? I don't know.
It's weird, dude. It's like, I think it's just the like kind of party culture here. People want to like pass it around and like offer it to people.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
It's like, hey, you want to spray this? I think is much less intimidating than like, yo, take this tab.
Yeah.
You know, it's much more of just like a walk past and just squirt, you know,
Yeah.
hit someone with it.
I miss tabs, man. Are we old school that we have fucking tabs?
I guess,
Does
dude.
that mean I'm old?
Yeah, we're fucking boomers now, dude. We're the next generation of unks. Fucking, how old are you?
I am 35.
Oh shit, you're older than me. Okay.
Oh shit, fuck.
I'm
dude, you're
27.
def-
I feel
Yeah.
old. Fuck, dude. I feel like every year gets faster too.
Yeah,
Do
it
you notice that?
definitely doesn't slow down. Like it feels so fucking fast now
Do you think psychedelics help with that at all? Like, do they slow things down?
for a day.
Yeah. As I get older, I think psychedelics definitely are becoming like my preferred drug category.
Hmm.
Like, I don't even count weed. I don't think weed's like a drug category at all. Weed is weed, dude.
Yeah.
It is what it is. By definition, is it a drug? Sure, but like I don't really count it as a category. But psychedelics, as I get older, I feel like my brain handles them better.
Hmm.
When I was younger, I really genuinely think I made myself like much dumber by just abusing acid and just going full retard every day.
Hmm. Every day.
Not every day, but like I would trip like once or twice a week when I was younger, and then I'd take Xanax every day in between, you know. So that'll turn your brain to fried egg pretty quick.
Yeah, dude. I met someone addicted to acid. I mean, maybe you have too, but
I've never met someone addicted to acid.
yeah, like legit addicted. So like one of our friends took him in to
Okay.
like be sober, and the deal was like, I'll let you live here if you're sober. And she caught him taking acid, and he's just like, it's just half a tab. It's literally just half a tab. And she
What?
kicked him out on the spot in front of me, and I was like, holy shit! Like this dude just cannot stop taking acid.
Do you think he's in like some sort of psychosis?
I think he was at the time, but I just stopped talking to him because I was like, yeah, I can't be around this.
Acid addiction is a really strange thing to think about because like it's not physically addictive in any way. Like
Yeah.
it's got to be completely a mental thing for that guy.
Maybe it's like the escape. Like you just don't want to be in reality because you can kind of get addicted to anything.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. I did meet a guy when I was younger who was addicted to Molly. That
I've
was a
never met
very
someone addicted to
interesting
Molly.
one. That guy hated his life. And he also had developed a stutter, like really bad. Like
Whoa.
he couldn't even finish a sentence without like completely choking on a word. Like it was really, really bad. And he would like, his teeth would like chatter almost when he was talking. It was really weird, dude. I met that guy and that shit turned me off of Molly forever.
Whoa.
It's like, yeah, I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
I've done it since, but
I'm actually doing it right now.
Yeah, in my head, every time I do it, I'm like, man, I shouldn't, dude.
Yeah.
Get the teeth chatterer. So what about when you started smoking weed? Like, was that a much more prevalent part of your life when you were younger?
It was not until after high school. I was one of those people, like, I wasn't really around it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like told it was bad for you. So like, I didn't really try it.
As we all were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I tried it like right after high school ended. And then I was like, that was like, okay. I feel like I didn't really like feel anything. But I tried it again like a year later and I was like, all right, this is pretty fun. And then like I had a roommate who was a triple major of English, psych, and pre-med, straight
What
A
the
student
fuck?
and an athlete who smoked every day. Still my best friend to this day.
What the fuck?
And he was smoking all the time. And I was like, wow, like if this guy can like really have his shit together and uses this for anxiety at the end of the day, then like it can't be that bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done it pretty consistently since.
See, that's the way you got to use it. You got to use it at like the end of your responsibilities as like
Yeah.
a treat, you know? Like when I give my dog or my cat a treat, you know, that's the same way the weed is for me.
Yeah.
When I start smoking like early in the day, dude, I don't get fucking anything done.
Yeah.
It's
And
bad.
this guy is, oh yeah, I didn't mention he's an ER doctor now. So he's been really successful and he still fucking smokes weed a lot,
Oh
but
my
he doesn't
God.
do it before work. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
do it even close to the shift.
Yep.
But as soon as the fucking shift's over,
He's taking
Yeah.
reps. That's fucking heat. So you got out of high school and then you finally realized, hey, getting high is pretty fun. You were kind of a late bloomer in that regard.
yeah, I noticed that almost everyone else in the industry, they're like, yeah, I started at 11.
Yeah,
like,
I was 12 years old
Yeah.
rolling blunts. That's like half the dudes at the booths at every event here, dude.
Yeah.
I've been rolling wood since I was 10. Fucking. So you were what, like 19,
Yeah,
20 when you
19.
started? And you got into it. Once you realized it was good, that second time you smoked, how regularly were you getting high after that?
Not that often. It was another year after that until I was
Okay.
really getting high because it was like, it's not super easy to come by. I have friends whose life has been fucked up by this with felonies. And yeah, it was like really fucking scary to do. It was like almost not even fun a lot of the time because it's like, if someone smells this, like my life is just fucking over.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, especially younger people, forget that weed being like legal is a very new phenomenon.
Yeah.
Like very new. And as recently as like 10 years ago in a lot of states in the country, weed was a felony in most amounts.
Yeah.
Like it was treated the same as any other drug. That's scary, dude.
Yeah.
And is that, you think like if the legalization that we have now was around when you were younger and like going into college, you think you would have smoked more?
Yeah, definitely.
So you were just scared of the consequences of it, thinking it could fuck your life up.
That was just a piece of it, but it was
Yeah.
like, I drove out to like fucking almost an hour away to this place called Frederick, Maryland. It's like kind of the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Or a lot less like city than DC, and just fucking like tale as old as time. Fucking the dealer like, oh, I'll be there. Didn't even fucking show up. Go home. Like now I wasted my time waiting there an hour, wasted my time driving there an hour, and I have no fucking weed still.
Mhm.
And it was like, it was harder to find the plug when I was that age
Yeah.
around people who didn't do it as much. But once I got like transferred to University of Maryland, then it was like a
Then
lot
it was
easier to
over
get.
with?
Yeah.
How different was the weed when you first started smoking?
Dude,
compared
it
to
was
now?
fucking shit. It was so bad.
What was like some of the worst shit you remember picking up?
Yeah, I remember very specifically this one girl just came to my place and she's like, she lives in my building, perfect. And I was just like, this is like, I don't know if this is weed, but like, fuck it. Like, yeah.
Was it snap,
here.
crackling, and popping in the bowl?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah.
Was that like, even back then, that was still like abnormally bad though?
That was abnormally bad, but we didn't really have much good. Like once
Yeah.
someone told me they're like, oh, I got Jack Herrera. And I was like, oh shit, like you know the name of the strain? Like that's fucking wild. Like Cali shit, man. So
Yeah, strain names are like, it's a relatively new phenomenon, dude. I mean, even when I was in high school, I was grabbing shit out the plug. I'd be like, what is it? That motherfucker would say OG every time, dude.
yeah.
Shit is not OG. It looked different every time. What you got, OG? No, it isn't, dude. So when did Daily High Club come into play?
That came into play when I was 24.
So you were done with college at that point.
I was done with college. Yeah. I'd done the iPhone thing for a year after college. I was like, I can't grow this or make much more off of it.
Yep.
And it seemed like the business was dwindling, and it was like, I don't want to be fucking like the 24-year-old or whatever, still
Yep.
living on a college campus. So
Yeah, you got to get out of that situation.
yeah.
So Daily High Club came into your mind. Like, how'd you come up with the whole concept?
Yeah. So originally, a big inspiration was definitely Dollar Shave Club
Mm-hmm.
and Dangstop and Temper.
Okay.
And I saw all three of those kind of killing it in their respective like ways. And like Dangstop did this AMA on Reddit, which was like so useful and amazing. I don't know if you know, or if you guys are familiar with Reddit AMAs, but basically,
I know about Reddit
yeah.
AMAs. I've seen I've only seen the funny ones, like the Gunna one.
Mhm.
Like all the rapper ones are hilarious because they so clearly don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen the Dangstop one. Continue about that.
But yeah, they were basically just like, yo, we started this like $1 million bong company. This is how we did it.
Yep.
And then like, I was like, I saw Hemper killing on the subscription. And I was like, whoa, no one's done it like Dollar Shave Club, because that's the most successful subscription of all time.
Is it?
Yeah. It was bought for $1 billion.
Holy fuck.
Or maybe there's like some Amazon, like maybe Amazon subscriptions is considered. But as far as
But
like
like a
acquisitions,
product subscription,
Yeah.
like that's probably the damn dude. $1 billion off trapping razors and cream.
yeah, he sold that shit for $1 billion. I was like, wow, if I could even like just having like a kind of like similar vibe and idea,
Mm-hmm.
just applying that concept to weed, I was like, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized selling shit for $1 was a bad idea, and this was not it. But realized the bongs was the way to go.
So when you first started, were you selling boxes for $1 or like
Yeah.
offering? Really?
Yeah.
What was in them at that time?
So it came with papers, tips, hemp wick, and a pack of matches with a joke on it that changes every month.
How the fuck do you profit on that?
So I would fold the tips over so the
Okay.
whole thing was like pretty flat, and then I would ship it like regular paper mail in an
Oh,
envelope.
like
with
just in a
stamp.
little envelope?
Yeah, so it like cost me
Fire.
like 50 cents to ship it. And like maybe like 1 out of every 100, they'd like send it back and be like, oh, we know what you're doing or whatever. But it's like, fuck you, just send it again.
So let's say so the customer pays $1. 50
Plus
cents
$2 shipping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then it only costs you 50 cents. You're taking
Yeah.
$1.50 home on shipping. Damn. Okay. So shipping was your bread and butter, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And how quickly did you realize that the dollar kit wasn't going to work long term?
Probably not as quickly as I should have.
Okay.
But I realized people were just buying the other stuff. And it was like after the cost of customer service and paying the employees and packing it, it's like even with like the $1 profit left over, like really not making anything. But it was cool to like get my foot in the door that way. Cause people are like, whoa, I could just like buy something associated with weed for $1.
Yeah. Yeah. And you also, I think, what year did Daily High Club start?
2015.
Dude, yeah, you came in at like the perfect time of like weed culture was booming.
Yeah.
Everyone. Like now I think things have, I'd argue, slowed down a little bit with
It does
that.
feel that way.
As like weeds become legal and mainstream. I think the flare's taken off. But back then it was cool. Like ordering joint papers on the internet almost felt illegal.
Yeah.
It was like, am I allowed to do this? You know? So that shit was exciting.
And weed memes, I feel like it was like a golden era for that.
Bro, you could put the big white box text over just
Yeah.
a picture of a bag full, like a pound, and just get 100,000 likes.
Yeah.
Like it was super free back then.
I remember I had this page called Hash Porn, and it was literally just like people bending hash, and it was like people were going fucking crazy for it. It was like growing by 1,000 followers a day. Then Instagram took it and never got it back.
Yeah, that's the thing that's really shitty about posting weed content is like you just can't do it anymore. All the platforms ban you.
I've heard it's loosened up recently from some people, but I'm
Has
still
it?
kind of scared to do it because it's like,
Bro, I completely stopped doing all weed content. Like
Yeah.
I don't do any of it anymore. And it's unbelievable how immediate the difference is in like analytics, view count, everything.
for YouTube,
Every
specifically?
platform,
Every
bro.
platform,
Instagram, YouTube, Twitter's probably the only one where you can post weed and do okay.
wow.
But even then, like, I think I don't know. We're getting a little sidetracked here, but we could talk about this forever. I don't really care. I think weed culture is like shifting a lot lately.
Absolutely.
You know, you've noticed that too?
Yeah.
What do you think's going on?
I think that it's becoming like, it's not like that like underground cool thing anymore. It's
Yep.
pretty mainstream. It's like more than mainstream. It's like people like invested in all these companies. They lost money on it. It's gridlocked. Like no one gives a fuck about it in the government or like making any changes for it. It's just like in this like shitty state where like people can't really make money off of it, but it's like still kind of mainstream at the same time.
Yep. I think everyone's losing except the consumer.
Yeah.
The consumers are definitely winning right now. Weed's never been cheaper.
But they're losing soon if they
Oh,
take
yeah.
away the hemp bill, because then you can't deliver
Dude.
your shit in the mail. So
God. I can't believe that the new hemp provisions for this year were snuck into the spending bill.
yeah,
That
I can
blew
believe
me.
it. It's some fucking
Well,
shady
of
shit
course-
they would do. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Mitch McConnell can suck my balls, but
I
like
hope he does.
fucking dude, I don't, but like theoretically he could, you know. I can't, like, it pisses me off so bad. This is one of the first like legal rulings that's really like, dude, it's fucking my business, you know? It's fucking tons of businesses. This is a industry that employs hundreds of thousands of people that they're just deleting in like 8 months.
Yeah.
Literally 9 months from today, actually. Today's the 12th of February.
Wow.
So we have exactly 9 months from the date of recording this episode. And if nothing changes, then hemp, even full spectrum CBD, is going to be banned.
That's wild. Yeah, I heard that they were also like just kind of snuck CBD in there and like, because they don't give a fuck. Like they're not our friend. They're just,
They don't understand it. And like, on one hand, do I think that the hemp market should have continued with no oversight or restrictions as it was? Probably
No.
not, because there's a ton of bad actors.
yeah.
There's some shit on the shelves that should not be on shelves and should not be shipped to anyone's houses. I don't think anything except natural products like THCA and CBD products should exist. All the other shit, THCO, THCP, HHC, ban all of it.
Yeah,
I'm totally
fuck
cool
that.
with that, you know? But like, to just blanket ban every single product in the hemp space is nuts.
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be a middle ground between like the over regulation now and just the no regulation, but doesn't seem like they really care about getting there.
Yeah. Do you think there's going to be any like provisions for the hemp industry, or is this really going to stick?
I don't know. I think about it a lot, but
Me too.
I think there's you probably think about it more than me. But
I think every day.
I think there's a chance that it gets delayed, but I would bet I'd say there's a 60% chance it doesn't. So there's a real chance it does, but I'd say it's a little more likely than not that it doesn't. Especially like I get it from like the side of like say you're like Catalyst or something and you played by all the fucking rules and you can't make much money because people are just getting a free eighth or whatever online or getting some fire from Only Gas.
Yep.
So-
Right there. Yeah, I sympathize with the like state level operators, because it's like, yeah, dude, we're fucking them.
Yeah.
And like, also realistically, you can walk into a dispensary here in California right now and like the shit is the same.
Yeah.
Like a lot of products by the definition would be legally classified as hemp under current laws and shippable straight off the shelf, just plop it in a different bag.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel a lot of people do that. They just like take
for
half of it.
sure,
And fucking,
yeah, 1,000,000%, dude. But I think instead of banning it, we should just get rid of the synthetics and just legalize nationwide shipping of cannabis.
Yeah.
There's just no reason.
That's the way it should be. Like the way it is now with regulation is the way that it should be.
Yeah, and you know, maybe we should have restrictions on shipping, kind of like alcohol. You know, where like if you want to get a bottle of liquor shipped somewhere, it's like really a bitch.
Yeah.
But I mean, not just a blanket ban.
I mean, we could do better than alcohol because alcohol, like I think it varies by like county to county because they haven't changed the law since like 1906 prohibition. But like we have a chance to actually do this right.
Mhm.
And it seems like we're fucking it up perfectly at every step. So,
You know, it's just every single like outdated law, such as our current hemp laws or like the alcohol laws, they just get exploited. Like there's always going to be a loophole found around it. And like, I don't think closing all the loopholes instead of like building around them is always the right play. You
Yeah.
know, like it's 2026, dude. Is weed legal or not? Why does half the country have it and then half the country does it and we can ship it for the past fucking 8 years, but now all of a sudden we can't, and the CBD that, you know, grandpa used to buy at the smoke shop is going down with it. It's just fucked up.
Yeah. I do think they'll make a CBD provision, but
Probably. I think we're also on the cusp of like a very big political shift in terms of just the age of all these senators and people voting on this shit. Like, these people are dinosaurs, bro. We have fucking 85-year-olds voting, like people who damn near could have fought in World War II if they were like a decade older are making our laws right now.
fucked up.
Bro, when they were kids, they thought weed was the same thing as heroin. Like, so of course they think like that.
Yeah.
But like, when you run for office, you got to get in there and
yeah, definitely been thinking about
it. But yeah, fuck these modern weed laws, dude. Back to where we were though. When you were getting Daily High Club started, you were starting out. You were doing the $1 envelopes to people. That ended eventually. And what was your next step?
Yeah, that didn't really ever end, but it was just like we didn't like prioritize it.
You shifted from it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the next step was working with influencers and celebrities.
Okay.
So like worked my way up, and at first like no one was fucking responding to anything. I was like literally like handwriting letters to fucking Snoop Dogg and like yeah, I was like trying everything I could, and I met someone who finally would like review our box named Allie in Weedyland, and she was friends with Silence Hippie. So then like we worked with her and then worked with Silence Hippie, and then from there we were able to work with like Kimmy Tan and Custom Grow, who at the time was a force of nature.
Dude, the OG weed tubers.
Yeah.
What an era. Yeah, you guys were like, I saw Daily High Club products on every channel in that era of weed tube. That shit was crazy. You guys really had a chokehold on that.
Yeah, it was a good time.
And was it like, when you were working with those influencers back then, you saw like a really good return? Like you were getting a lot of engagement from their audiences?
Yeah. So we got a good return on it, but I never really made money with the company because it's a really competitive space until I sold it. Like I've really only made money one day in my life. So,
but you grinded all the other ones. You just built up. You take the lump sum.
Yeah. Actually, I'm making money now. I'm doing some consulting, and
there you go. Hopefully you've invested your acquisition money.
Yeah.
You know, because dude, if you've been looking at the dollar lately, it's not pretty.
Yeah.
It's fucking not pretty, dude. So you're working with these influencers. Was there any influencer deals that like went bad?
Shoe Nice.
Oh no.
There's actually a lot of influencer deals that went bad.
Nah,
yeah,
dude.
I remember when you were posting about Shoe Nice, I was like,
I've had an interaction with him that went bad as well.
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
Yeah. Oh, man, I haven't thought about this in a long time.
I remember you mentioned this to me when I had Shoe Nice on. Yeah. You texted me like right when the episode came out and you were like, dude, that guy fucking scammed me. Or something like that. Yeah, fill me in. When did this happen?
Yeah, I think this was like before Allie in Weedyland and Silence Hippie. This was like super early days. It was just like, I have like some amount of money to pay you. And he immediately was like, fuck yes.
Okay, so he takes the money and then what?
So he's like, you need to like send me like a MoneyGram or some shit at like Walmart, and like, yeah, he's like, he sends me like a voicemail where he's like fucked up. He's like, bro, like you, me, the boat, like we're gonna be on the boat after this. And I was like super naive. I was like, fuck yeah, we fucking made it. Like we made it so quickly. And like my roommates at the time, I lived with 5 other people, and they were like huge Shoe Nice fans and would like always watch it together and shit. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, yo, I fucking made it. I got Shoe Nice. And then he just fucking took my $300. And like, he did make like a bullshit video where he like ate it for a second, but like the video, he took it down really quickly because like the person on his shirt paid him and didn't want to be associated with weed.
What?
So he like took the video down and then like just never responded again. And it was like, dude, like we paid you $300, which for me at the time, it was like, fuck, like, I don't have that much money. So that, it wasn't, I wish I had a more exciting ending to it, but.
Did he ever respond to you and you followed up, or did he just ghost you forever?
I think he just ghosted me forever.
No, Shoe Nice, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah.
He scammed me
it more
too,
than I
dude.
did.
Scammed me out of an episode. He just fucking dipped on the show. Was that the only influencer that ever like fucked
No,
you guys?
so many influencers have fucked us.
Really?
Yeah, mostly in the rap space.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to like air out names if you don't want to, but like how common was this?
It was super common.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like probably about half the time. Like
Well-
this one guy who's like a rapper with about 1 million followers was just like, yeah, like I was high when I signed the contract, and like I don't even remember signing the contract. It was like, well, I have your fucking signature. I was with you. You signed the contract. We went to your fucking house, and yeah, he just didn't do it, and it was like it was shit because it's like we made like 15,000 bongs with this fucking name on it. And like, it's like we have literally all the money we have is invested to bongs with your name on it. And we have to like fucking push them and sell it anyway, even though you're not fucking posting it at all.
I feel like that's how like almost all the rapper deals go.
Yeah.
Like they just don't fucking post shit.
Yeah.
They never post shit. Rappers like, dude, honestly, Dave Blunt's is pretty cordial, bro. You should have locked in with him back in the day. Before he blew up or something.
Yeah.
He was like young.
I don't even know if he was around then.
No, he wasn't. He's like new. He blew up like 2 years ago, I think. But you could have found him, dude. You could have sourced the talent or something.
Yeah.
So you're getting fucked by these influencers and rappers. You know, everyone's just fucking you guys. Did you have any like
half the people were not fucking us and it was doing
yeah.
well, so.
Do you have any like standout, like who's like your favorite person to work with?
My favorite person to work with. I'd say Eric was actually pretty good to work with.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, his stuff sold really well, and I think we did a really good job on it. And Silence Tippy was really good to work with. Be Real was really good to work with.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Eric, you guys did like a collab piece together, didn't you?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Since it went in the subscription box too, like there's probably like 40,000 bongs out there with his name on it.
Damn. It's a lot of fucking bongs.
I mean, I'm sure like half of them are broken, but there's a good amount.
Dude, I'd guess more than half.
Yeah.
By now. He's had that piece on his counter as long as I've known him.
Wow.
So yeah, probably more than half because it's been a while. What was like, until you ended up selling the company, what was your guys' biggest year?
Our biggest year was the pandemic, like 2020,
Really?
2021. Yeah, 2021.
Why was it? Were you guys like doing anything to really push it that year?
Everyone's at home. They got nothing to do. It was like the business, like the pandemic hit, and like the business just like fucking doubled overnight, and our supply chain was like pretty much almost gone. It was like they got like caught in China for like sneaking oxygen into the factory late at night to try to like fucking make the glass.
Oh,
and then they got like double shut down. And
they send him to the gulag for that, or like what happened?
No, they shut it down for a while.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah, so that wasn't chill. And just
during your peak too?
Yeah, during the peak. So it was like really shitty, and we had to kind of explain to everyone, like, look, like all this shit is kind of shut down, and like, yeah, just to be transparent, like we did use China glass. If we didn't, we wouldn't have been able to do the business because we didn't even make money off it in the first place. It's like,
dude, American made glass is few far between, expensive, and you can't really get it mass produced.
Yeah.
Like,
we would go to, we've tried many times to go to American manufacturers. And it's like, okay, we need 20,000 of these. And they're just like, what the fuck? Like we could do this in like a couple months, and each box would be like $100 each. And everyone would just like buy like hemp or Cannabox or whatever, because it's like $30 and they're not going to switch to America. So,
yeah, I mean, I think people like China glass has that reputation, like it has that tag, but like, if they're using borosilicate, like it's no fucking different, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's really not. And especially nowadays, there's a lot of actual Chinese glass artists who do like their own work, or they'll do like really good dupes of American pieces that cost 20 times the price of what they're charging. There's a dude, oh God, one of the biggest Chinese artists, his name is Biao Ti. I'll show you his Instagram right now, actually. Hold on, let me see if I can pull him up on here. Biao Ti Instagram. This guy. Oh, please tell me it'll show the pictures. Here we go. So this guy's like in China, and he makes all of these like, look, he does like these modified Swisses and like these like soft. Some of them are straight knockoffs, but they're like really fucking good.
Yeah.
They're really fucking good. Look, this guy's fucking smoking hash in China.
Yeah, the Daily High Club bong manufacturer. So it was cool because we found him on DHgate when he was just starting out. All these like big manufacturers were fucking us. So like we really built the business with him. He only had 40 feedback. And yeah, so I went to China and visited him, and he actually rips the bongs, and he has used weed. And
Really?
maybe has weed, I'm not going to say, but
You don't have to say, but how do you like in China, if you, let's say, hypothetically wanted to go get some weed, how would you?
he got it from someone from Mexico, or he got it. I know it originated from Mexico,
Oh no, they're still smoking.
and it was
Mexican
concentrated.
shit? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That's a lot easier to conceal.
Yeah.
Damn. So you're telling me there's people in China, there's headies in China like smoking hash?
I don't know if they were headies. I think it was
By
some pretty
Chinese
boof
standards,
shit.
that's heady
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah,
dude.
that's true. But dude, if you have money in China, I feel like there's people doing fucking crazy drugs there.
Probably. I mean, dude, you look at like the cities there and like the party life that they have, and there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way those motherfuckers don't have Molly and blow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, come on, dude. I know it. Imagine what it would feel like tripping in like Chongqing.
yeah.
something like
I made a video about that actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
Have you been to China?
I've been to China a bunch of times.
Well, oh yeah, you just said, but I mean like recently, have you like gone to like party and not work?
So I only went to party there once in Beijing, and it was fucking wild.
Did they go hard?
They went so hard. It was like the hardest I've ever gone in my entire life.
Oh fuck, dude. You know, I've read online that Chinese people like to party, but I didn't know it's true.
Yeah, Chinese people like to fucking party.
What'd you do in Beijing? Like, how hard did you guys go?
I went with the Daily High Club bong manufacturer,
Okay,
and
so that's your boy. It sounds
yeah,
like.
to protect his dignity, I'm not going to tell the rest of the story on camera. But
Okay,
it was a wild time.
we can also just bleep who it was that was with you.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people know he's the manufacturer. and
Okay,
he,
all right.
I've referred him to a
Well,
bunch
you
of
partied
people.
in China.
Yeah.
All right. Do they have hookers in China?
Yes.
Are they hot?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. That's all I need to know.
As I said, I'm not going to go into the whole story, but you can make your implications of what happened in China.
Okay. So China is a fun place to party, it sounds like, though. Do you think like we have a like super warped image of what it's like over there?
I do. I think we have a super warped image of what it's like over there. And it's crazy because one thing, like for him to get to America,
Mhm.
it's very difficult. He's rejected like 3 times. But if you want to go to China right now, you could just show the fuck up and they
Really?
will let you in. Yeah, it's visa free for Americans for I think 10 days now.
Really?
When I went, it was 6 days.
Wait,
so
they
all you
fuck
need to
with
do
us.
is show that you have a flight out of China, which you could literally just like buy right there if you had to.
So like hypothetically, would they let me in if I don't even have a passport?
No, you need a passport.
Okay, I was
Yeah,
about to
I
say,
don't think
like,
you can leave the
how
US.
lax is
Yeah.
this? Is this like,
Like, it's
walking
official,
across to
like-
Mexico type shit? But,
And like, I will say on the negative side of China, the amount of cameras you see is unfucking believable. Like I even
that
saw them in
part's
the
true.
trees. That part is so true. It's even more true than you would think. There's just
Really?
so many fucking cameras.
what do you think, like, from your perception, having actually been there, like, what are they surveilling? Are they really scanning everyone's
I don't
faces
know.
every day? And
Like I feel like they're not. Like I don't know how they're actually looking at all of them. I did once. I saw a guy just like pissing on the street, and which is like it's actually like very clean in like the tier 1 cities.
yeah,
The tiers 2 cities, like in lower tiers, kind of a different story.
what
but
do you
it was-
mean? Do they have like a city tier system there?
Yeah.
Okay, what defines like a tier 1 city?
Like a tier 1 city is like Shanghai or Beijing. It was like the New York or LA. Like
Okay.
we kind of have different tiers, but there it seems like
We
a
don't
little
call
more
it
extreme.
tiers, but yeah, we
Yeah.
have that for sure.
But at first I was like, whoa, China is like so you get off the train in Shanghai and it gets you to the city in 8 minutes because you go like 350 miles per hour, 300 miles per hour, whatever it is.
Dude.
They've had this since like 2002. It's like imagine getting off the train at LA or getting off at LAX, getting on the train and getting to Hollywood in 5 minutes. That's the equivalent of it. And it's like they've had this for like 20 fucking years. Like, why don't we have this shit? We're like way richer
We're
than
still
them.
riding Amtraks and
Yeah.
shit, dude. We've got some bullshit going over here. Was there anything like, do they treat Americans differently over there? Like, are they very welcoming to you generally? Or like, what do they think of you when you're there?
Yeah, so I went at a weird time because like now it's a little more Westerners going, but
Mhm.
when I went, like the tension was a lot higher. There weren't many Westerners. So like people generally like sometimes they would stare, but like I didn't experience anyone being rude or
Mhm.
unfriendly. But yeah, the internet was also not banned at all. If you just use your like if you go there with like Verizon or whatever or T-Mobile and you just pay for your like Verizon International, then you
Mhm.
completely are not blocked on the internet at all, which was really
Really?
cool. So I was like, whoa, like I thought that I like wouldn't have internet and like I could just use everything normally, post on Instagram. Like maybe it's monitored. I don't know what the fuck they're looking at when you're doing it, but it seemed like it definitely seemed like a little more Wild West than I thought, even though there were cameras everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the cameras everywhere and then like it's still being Wild Westy would freak me out.
Yeah.
That seems almost like creepy a little bit. That makes me paranoid.
But yeah, as I was saying, there's like this guy's like peeing. There's like clearly a camera next to him. Like someone's probably not watching that camera or he's getting in trouble.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder what those cameras like. There can't be someone monitoring every one. Do you think it's like AI maybe doing it now?
I think there's definitely AI doing it now. But when I went, AI wasn't as
Yeah,
prevalent.
yeah. Even that, I feel like there's no way like they didn't have some sort of automated technology even back then, like some
Yeah.
top secret Chinese shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Probably like fucking camera following the white dude me around. Like,
I mean, dude, all these Chinese tech companies are starting to kick our asses.
yeah, especially in cars. It's like, we're America. We
Dude,
should be fucking,
our electrics are pathetic compared to theirs.
and drones. Like with DJI, they have like 90% of the American
We
drone
just
market.
banned DJI drones because of some like we deemed them a security risk or something.
Yeah.
But I own a Mini 3 and I also me and my friend Attila both split a one of the big ones, so like the like big I don't remember what they're called because we never fucking use it.
An Inspire?
Yes, we have an Inspire.
Mm.
We bought it off Marketplace for like $1,000. It was from some Beverly Hills filming company. You ever need to use it, let me know. We have an Inspire. We
That's sick.
literally we've flown it like twice. So like, yeah, just let me know. But we have them and like, dude, they're so much better than every other drone on the market.
Yeah.
They're crazy, dude. It's like I think we don't ban their technology because we think it's a security risk. I feel like we ban it because we don't want our people to realize like they're ahead of us right now.
Yeah. It's a little bit of both. Like, I think there is a bit of a security risk, but
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying there isn't.
but it is also because like same with the cars. It's like if they allowed the Chinese EVs in, they would just like fucking kick our asses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like, you know, when your girl asks you to like go on that like Miami trip and you're like, no, you know, that's like America letting Chinese cars in.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you gotta say no to that, dude. Fuck was that? What other countries besides China are like some of your top ones that you've been to?
Definitely Thailand. I know everybody says that, but I think
Thailand's
they say
huge
it for
in,
a
in this
reason.
weed space specifically.
Yeah.
They, I heard they kind of walked back some of their like laws recently, though.
Yeah. I don't think that it's very serious.
Oh,
And I think that it's mostly to say that they walked it back.
okay.
And I think I could be mistaken, but I think the party that was good for cannabis just got back into power.
Really? I didn't know. I know nothing about their political system. What are
It's
they?
fucked.
What's
It
going
is
on there?
So fucked. It's like one thing that I've realized traveling is like our political system is like not good right now, but almost every place else is worth. Except like Norway or whatever, but fuck them. Fine. You have a good government.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like they've had like 20 coups in the past like century or something. And
The fuck?
every few years they have a coup and like the person gets like military pushes them out of power. And it's just like so commonplace that it doesn't even like affect tourism.
They're just used to it.
Yeah.
Everyone in Thai society is just like, fuck it, dude.
Yeah.
We got a new president next month. You know?
Pretty much. Yeah.
And they have like a king over there too, right?
Yeah.
Don't they?
And the king doesn't even live there. He lives in Germany.
What?
And you can get arrested if you talk shit about him.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously? Nah, that's the one reason I'll never move out of America. I can say whatever the fuck I want here for the most part.
Yeah, that is a big pro that I feel like a lot of people don't realize. Most of the world is not like that.
Yeah. And I mean, you can't say literally whatever you want here. I mean, there's some things that if I said on the show right now, it wouldn't end well. But like, I can say right now, like, our president's a retard. If I go to Thailand and say that, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, actually, in English, you'd be fine. But in like, if you were like speaking Thai and like we're like on social media saying that, then you'd be actually. If you said it with your following, maybe you'd be in trouble.
Yeah, they'd make an example out of me, dude. They'd make a fucking example out of me. Is Thai like when you went over there? How's the Thai weed? Is it good?
It's pretty good. Yeah, one thing they do really well is I like to think they implement technology really quick. Like you'll see like grandmas like scanning QR codes and they have like a super futuristic train.
Oh, they're hip.
Yeah. And it's like you get there and you're like, why the fuck doesn't America have these things? Like, why do they have like a sick ass train and cool skyscrapers and like generally pretty good infrastructure and in the nicer parts of the city. So the way they implement technology quickly, I think that their weed, like it's not that fucking complicated to grow decent weed. So it's been pretty good.
I mean, their climate seems like it probably wouldn't be great for growing like weed normally though, like outdoor, right?
I think in the northern part, but it might just be like too humid and hot.
I was thinking, dude, I mean, the air's like very humid there and moist most of the year. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe there's different parts of Thailand that aren't like that.
Yeah, but Thailand, it's like, it's known a lot. I mean, it's known for a lot of things. It's an awesome place, and like prostitution definitely doesn't define it, but it's like something.
I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah, it's something that's like, it's like pretty big there, especially compared to like LA. And like honestly, it's not something I'm into, but I'm like I fully support it. And
fuck yeah, it's the oldest profession.
Yeah, absolutely. And like they even have like apps there and drive-throughs and.
Wait, like drive-through prostitutes?
Yeah, like you choose one, she gets in the car and you drive off.
Nah, that's fire. They have like a menu of them with like a McDonald's or a.
So the efficiency, as I was saying.
What? That's actually one of the sickest things I've ever heard, dude.
But here's the thing: prostitution is illegal there.
So how's there so much of it?
They just turn a side eye to it. So when people are like, they're making weed illegal, it's like, okay, sure, they're making weed illegal.
Illegal.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think anyone's sweating. And there's this article going around about how 7,000 dispensaries were closed. They were closed, from what I understand, because there were just too many fucking dispensaries. It's like you go to a seafood restaurant and they offer you weed. They don't even know what the fuck they have. They're just like, oh, tourists want this. Let's just sell it. So it's like every other fucking store became a dispensary. And it was like, there's not enough. It's not like that much demand for it.
Dude, that happens in like every new weed market.
Yeah.
All of them. State level, country level, every new weed market. Same thing happens. They open 10 trillion dispensaries, and then the following decade, it's just closing them all.
Yeah.
Damn. So how many, like, you're walking through Thailand, are you getting like propositioned by hookers?
Only in certain areas. It's like,
so there's sections for it.
It's pretty like well regulated, and I don't know if it's like regulated, but there's kind of like a system, and people generally follow it.
Okay.
So there's like 3 main prostitution areas people go to, and outside that, you don't see it as much. Like the Thai culture is actually like fairly religious and conservative.
Oh shit. Is it true they got a lot of ladyboys over there?
It is true.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like 1 out of every like 6 or something.
That many?
It is, yeah.
That's an insane ratio.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. How many, like, when you walk past those sections in the city, how many, like, passport bros are you seeing down there?
You see a decent amount, but it's not like an overwhelming amount of people. Like, one thing that's cool about Thailand is it's mostly Thai people living their life, having like fucking amazing food, just like dope culture. Everyone's super nice. You can walk out at 3 a.m. with a fucking Rolex on in any part of the city and have no problems. Even in the prostitution areas, it's very safe. There's police. So like violent crime to especially tourists is very, very rare there. And I feel safer than I've felt anywhere in America there.
Really?
At all times.
Yeah, I feel like here in LA, I can't wear a nice watch at all.
Yeah.
Like, fuck no, dude. I'm not doing that shit. Wow.
And I think it's also part of Buddhist culture and karma. Like, people are generally more respectful. And I think that honestly, a lot of the people that you might have problems with are people also visiting there. Like, the people who abuse people sexually and do all the bad shit are like from fucking Europe or the US.
The Americans and shit.
Yeah.
They don't want to rack up the karmic debt, the Thai people. So they're not fucking with us.
Yeah.
Damn, I never thought about that. I'm so curious because there's this one guy I keep seeing on my Instagram reels who's like a passport bro that goes to Thailand. He's like, man, fuck these American women, dude. The Thai women are real women and they love you. And he posts these like,
Not all, I don't know, but
well, yeah.
not going to get into that.
Yeah, hey now, that's for a different podcast. But what was I gonna say? He posts these like slow-mo shots of him walking through the red light district and the Thai girls like coming up to him and like trying to like proposition him. And he just posts like montages of that. And then the comments when I read it, they're like, bro, how do I move to Thailand? Like, this shit looks fire. What the fuck? So I imagined it was way more popular than that. I thought it was gonna be like shoulder to shoulder on those streets.
Yeah, I mean, in those areas, it's like it's pretty crazy, like where he's walking through, but it's like it is a fucking like Bangkok's a huge city, like massive, like LA sized, I think, maybe even more people. I know it's like definitely denser in the middle, but yeah, I mean, you could take a trip there and like if you wanted to, like very easily, just completely avoid all of that.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I couldn't imagine like going to a red light district like that, dude. I'd be scared of getting AIDS. Like, bro, that's scary, dude. I guess we got condoms and shit, but
Yeah.
fuck that. Damn. All right, we got way sidetracked off the Daily High Club shit, dude. We started talking about China, and then we just went off to the races.
Yeah.
But wrangling it back in, you started scaling up the company. You were going to China and linking up with your manufacturer.
I actually didn't go to China until after the company was sold.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, we had one of our Chinese speakers basically had an issue and could not go there. And we're like, all right, we are going to go to China. No more fucking excuses. This is the year we're going. 2020 is our year. And fucking COVID happened. So it was like, never got to go. And then when I was traveling, I was like, oh shit, I should hit up the manufacturer. And he definitely showed me a good time.
Damn. Yeah, I've always heard from friends that have actually gone out to China that like if you have a manufacturer out there, you need to go party with them to really get locked in.
Yeah.
Like it's part of their culture.
Absolutely.
Like you have to be like friends with your business partners.
Yeah.
It's not just like a business thing.
I'm amazed that they are like not dead from the amount of alcohol that
They go that
consume.
hard?
It's like this Chinese rice wine and it's like 53%
Is it the one with
or
the
something.
like red and white label?
I think so. It comes in like a vase type thing, and it's
Dude.
like that shit. I was like so fucked up.
When I was Will was here in LA and he had this group of Chinese dudes come over when I was there for dinner. And we all had this big dinner and they brought a bottle of that shit. I don't know if it's exactly the same one, but it sounds it was a rice wine like thing. It was clear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was clear, almost like
Completely clear.
like a vodka almost, but it wasn't. And it fucked me up, dude.
Yeah.
That shit was so strong. It was kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, did you get a hangover from it?
I was so fucking hungover.
Dude, that's why like I don't even like drinking as much anymore, dude. Hangovers are so ass.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm like, I drink very occasionally, but now that I'm like in my 30s, I'm like, can't handle it as well.
Yeah, I literally, I think the moment I turned, 26 is when I started getting horrible hangovers. And it's been a year now and I'm fucking sick of it.
Yeah.
I'm just over it. And it feels like the threshold of how much I have to drink to get a hangover just keeps lowering.
Oh no. Yeah, same.
Just keeps lowering. But how did you end up selling the company?
Yeah. So at the time it was like we were number one on Google for bong.
Yeah.
We were the
Just
biggest on Instagram.
Type in the word bong on Google.
Yeah.
You guys were number one.
We were number one. Also
That's
for
insane.
bongs, dab rig, and dab rigs.
How'd you do that?
Just the long game of SEO and we played it clean. We didn't do any black hat shit. Just getting a lot of articles and PR and good social presence and celebrities and people mentioning us. So yeah, I was like, I feel like we're kind of at the top of the game. I've been doing this for a long time. I don't know if there's much more like I can do with it.
Yep.
And they had bought like 3 of my 5 biggest competitors at the time. And I was like, well, I'm the biggest, but like now I'm not the biggest anymore because this like public company just bought them and combined them all. So it's like, I don't think that we've never really made money. So it was like, I don't think I can beat them. So I might as well join them because like, if not, like we're probably fucked. Because like now we have to compete. Maybe we weren't fucked. Maybe I think we would have pulled off something. Like we had a really passionate team and a lot of really good people. But yeah, it would have been miserable because it would have been years of just competing for no more money. And since the whole cannabis like capital market shit the bed, I don't know if anyone would have bought it, especially not nowadays. So I definitely got kind of lucky. I didn't get it at like the top of the top, but I got it kind of as it was going down the like cannabis market, not Daily High Club.
Yeah, I think you definitely took your exit at a really good time. Like things probably, I mean, God only knows what all the financials look like for all that stuff right now, but dude, it's got to be tough right now.
Yeah. When I went to China, they were showing me all the bong factories that were closed down, just rows of them, because the demand was lower, and yeah, it was sad.
Dude, legalization really did a fucking number on the whole weed culture.
Yeah.
Today. It really did. We need prohibition back, damn near. I don't want to say that, but like, fuck, dude. You know,
don't jinx it. They might fucking do it. Yeah.
They'll listen, actually. I take that back, but it would be cool again, at least. So when you're finally deciding it's time to sell the company, how does that whole process work? Like, did you just reach out to that competitor who was acquiring
They
all
actually
those
reached out to me.
Oh.
Yeah. So one of my competitors had just got bought. It was Sean from Smoke Cartel.
Okay.
Reached out and was like, hey, like they bought my company. Do you like want to join us? And I was like, they're like, we could be interested in buying yours too. And I was like, all right, yeah, I'll take a look at it.
Fuck yeah.
And I kind of wanted to sell it. So I was like, oh, never thought you'd ask. And yeah, it was a bit of back and forth, but we got it done like pretty quickly within like 2 months.
That's fast, dude. Holy fuck. How'd it feel like finally realizing that you're about to like get that success and like get that big bag?
It was definitely bittersweet. Like it felt, there's like a lot of things that went on that I can't talk about that made it just like a really fucking crazy and difficult time. And things that like it hinged on like getting these solved, or like the deal couldn't go through. So it definitely wasn't, the inside view of it was not the outside view of it. And like I got a lot of it in stock. The stock didn't do amazing. I did end up getting like a very large amount of the original sale, but I obviously didn't get all of it. Like I definitely got like well into seven figures, like life-changing amount of money.
Yep.
But not exactly what people think that I would have gotten, because I didn't play all of the cards as well as I could have. But I've definitely learned a lot from it and ended up in a really good place. So definitely could have been worse. But I could have sold the business in like 2018 and cut out like 3 years of work and got like 3 times more. So, but you can never fucking time it exactly. But I could have sold it a year later and not gotten shit. So
it sounds like you don't regret selling it at all. You just regret the timing of it. You think you could have done better.
Yeah, but it's like with stocks and stuff, you could always do better.
Retrospect is, you know.
Yeah, so I'm overall happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it seems like you got out at a great time, and you know, as you just said, you're happy with it. When that wire finally hit your account, what was the first thing you did with that money?
So it was like because it was like some of it I didn't get paid out originally, like that wire, like pretty much all of it had to go to taxes. I couldn't spend it.
Oh.
And I didn't know exactly how much taxes would be, so it wasn't like right away. It's like, oh, I got all this fucking money I can spend right away. It's like, all right, I've got this giant 7-figure mystery tax bill coming. And yeah, so I didn't really, kind of just lived life as normal. And yeah, I'm not like a super splurge type person, but yeah, I also had a non-compete for a couple of years, which I didn't really like think much about at the time, but I also wanted to travel anyway, so it really wasn't a problem. But yeah, it did give me the freedom that like for almost like 2 years, I got to travel to about 68 countries.
Yeah, you were on a traveling rampage for a while, I remember.
Yeah.
68 countries, and what time frame did you do that in?
I know that 2023 was 45 countries.
What the fuck?
And I was just going like non-fucking stop.
That's almost 4 countries a month.
Yeah. Because like some of the countries are in Europe, they're like close. You don't spend much time in them.
Yeah. Yeah, Europe is like, some of those countries are like smaller than the states we have here.
Yeah, I mean, some of the countries are like smaller than like fucking Santa Monica.
How'd you decide like which countries you were going to hit that year? Like, what was your plan?
Yeah, I kind of just like whatever I was interested in and then just zigzagging through. I'm like, I want to see as much shit as possible in the amount of time that I have.
So you were just being kind of spontaneous with it.
Yeah, I was being pretty spontaneous with it. And like, unpopular opinion, I think that waiting last minute on traveling can actually like save you money a lot of the time. Not always, but it didn't like, there are like very few situations where I'm like, oh, I waited last minute, I'm fucked. I have to buy a super expensive flight.
Yep. Especially with hotels, you can save a lot of money.
Yeah,
Booking last minute.
Especially if some hotel's empty and it's like not a holiday or something.
Mhm.
I feel like you get it way cheaper.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck, and they'll upgrade you sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Keep it cool. So you're going to fucking 45 countries in a year. What was like the worst one you've been to? Is there one you wouldn't go back to?
Yeah.
The tone of your
hands
voice
down,
immediately changed.
Yeah. Like I don't want to shit talk it because it's such an amazing place that's on the come up. But India was just like, oh my God. Everyone told me it was like gonna be like really shitty. And so like I knew it was gonna be shitty. I've heard the stories, and when I got there, it was just like, this is like 10 times worse than I ever could have imagined.
Really? Where'd you stay in India?
I went to Mumbai, Delhi, Jaipur, and Agra. And like, dude, I saw a guy with Down syndrome get pickpocketed. I saw that with my own fucking eyes.
No.
And I'm just like, fucking, I waited 51 minutes for an Uber. I know the exact amount of minutes. And I literally am just like, my hands on my fucking pockets. Cause I'm like, oh, I'm afraid to get pickpocketed. And like, I literally see this happen in front of me. I'm just like, and it's just like so fucking hot and it smells so bad. And there's like, you can't even get like 3 fucking feet of personal space. And just like nothing like major went wrong, but like every little thing went wrong. Like every single person tried to scam me except like literally one guy who didn't. And yeah, like I know there's a lot of like really awesome people there. And it's one of the, like they're redoing their whole fucking cities. They're like on such a huge come up. So I know it's not going to be like that forever. But it was like, holy shit, like there's 1 billion people who live like this. It's just fucking crazy. So yeah, probably not going back there anytime soon.
Is it really like as dirty as a lot of people who've never been perceive it to be?
It is way dirtier. Like the Taj Mahal literally has a river of fucking trash flowing right by it.
Oh, God, that's horrible.
Like even their most like valuable, like historic sites are just trashed.
Why is it like that? Like, is it just a political or like a cultural thing? Like, are they just not educating people on like, do they not have the facilities?
I think it's a little bit of both. It's like a little bit cultural, but also it's like a lot of it's like a really, really poor country and they don't have like trash collection systems like we do.
They've been modernizing like recently, you know?
Yeah.
And like you said, they're doing it right now. And I'd imagine 10 years from now, it's going to be a very different place. And 10 years ago, it probably was a very different place.
And the smog in Delhi, it's like, it makes news when you can see the sky being blue. It's like wild.
Dude, that's fucked. Did you have a hard time breathing there?
I just like felt generally shittier, but I actually came from Dubai where the air quality was way worse. So I got like
I didn't know Dubai had bad air quality.
Dubai sometimes gets very bad air quality. So yeah, I actually got like super sick in Dubai from the air. And then I went to India and got better.
Oh, God. Jesus. Why is the air in Dubai so bad?
I think because it's just like, it was like 120 degrees and it's just like the air fucking sits there.
Everything's just
and it's
melting.
like desert dust. And
Yeah,
it's a lot of people there and
breathing in a bunch of fucking dirt.
yeah, and Lamborghini fumes and fucking. Actually, most of the cars there are not Lamborghinis, but
Was there any like nice parts of India that you remember?
no. That's the thing. I'm going to try to find the nice parts. And like the nicest part I could find was like the shittiest part of Thailand.
Oh no. Dude.
And it's like, maybe like I just wasn't looking in the right places. Cause like I'm traveling alone in India as a foreigner.
Mhm.
And like, but it seems like the billionaires, like they're very gated off. Like they don't fucking live with the rest of the people. They're at the top of the skyscraper or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen like, there was this YouTube video I watched of this guy who like went and toured like really rich Indian guys' houses. And these dudes are living in like palaces that are like, it legitimately looks like a government building or some shit. And it's like nowhere near the slums at all. You don't see any like paved roads, everything, no dirt roads, all that shit. Fucking what a place.
Yeah. Like I think Mumbai actually has almost double the billionaires of LA.
Really?
Yeah. But it's also just got a ton of fucking people. So
I just can't even. They have like a caste system there, right?
yeah,
Do you think that plays into the like big discrepancy? And
absolutely. Yeah, it just
Do they still practice that actively? Do you know?
I think they do. Yeah, I think that if you're like in the slums, like I don't think you're getting out. And it's like Skid Row is like 4 to 10,000 people. They have a slum with 4 million people.
Holy fuck, dude. That's bigger than like most American cities.
Yeah.
Like the majority of American cities is
Just
way bigger.
Literally nothing but slum. I'm almost positive that's the correct number.
What a shit spawn, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what a terrible spawn. Like, you just have no choice in that. Imagine, like, we're fortunate to be here right now, dude.
Yeah, like
it's fucking.
There's definitely people there who would risk everything just to be homeless here, which is like not to discredit how bad it is to be homeless here, but
yeah, I mean, I feel like being homeless here, at least they get like good drugs, though.
Yeah,
I don't know what the homeless.
I don't think they get drugs in India.
Yeah, no, they just get poverty.
But even with the poverty, like you don't see people fucking screaming or like tweaking out anywhere at all. You just see people fucking like lying on the ground, like baking in the sun, and like yeah.
They're just waiting.
Yeah.
They're just like, take me to the afterlife.
Yeah.
God, that's horrible. So what made you finally come home? Did you get burnt out of traveling at one point?
Yeah, it was like it definitely got lonely. It's like, oh, I'm the only fucking single person in the Eiffel Tower. Cool. So like shit like that. For like most of 2 years, like I definitely met a lot of people along the way, and definitely huge shout out to the Thailand cannabis community for being so welcoming and introducing me to so many people there. But other than that, it was like you're not gonna fucking meet a single person in China or Japan, or maybe Japan, but it's definitely a lot harder. Not as many people speak English. Is like we'd go like weeks at a time without talking to anyone besides like FaceTiming some homies at home. But and it was like I feel like I had like a lot of really good marketing skills, and after a couple of years, they were starting to get stale. And now I feel like I'm like back on my game, but it felt like it was kind of time to come back. And I still do travel a decent amount, but not like I have a place here now, and
you have an actual home base. Yeah, for the first time in a while.
Because I lived out of a bag for like 2.5 years.
You were a nomad, dude. Yeah. You were roughing it. So what, like, out of all the countries you went to, which ones outside of like Thailand, obviously, had the best drug culture, would you say? Was there any that surprised you?
One that surprised me was Vietnam, which like apparently like drugs are pretty strict there.
I've heard they're pretty illegal there, yeah. So
I get to Vietnam, I unpack my shit in my hotel. Okay. I'm like, what do I do first? First thing I'm gonna do is like I'm getting there at like 9:30 at night. So it's like can't do like that much touristy stuff. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go to like a hostel bar. And so I go to a hostel bar, and there's like a rooftop one really close to me, and there's a QR code on the table. And I was like, what's this? And he's like, oh, just like scan it. And it's like Molly, Coke, weed. And I was like,
fuck yeah.
I was like, I've been here for 10 fucking minutes. And like I like
what a start
ordered
to the
some
trip.
weed, and I asked the guy, and like he spoke really good English. He's like born in Vietnam, raised abroad, or went to college abroad, and like learned English, got the weed from Canada. And and that was pretty cool. So it's like, wow, that was so fucking easy. That was easier than any place I've ever gone, even the US, to get drugs.
Do you remember what the prices were like?
I remember they were like decently expensive.
Okay. More than you would pay here?
I think like maybe a little more than you pay here, but don't quote me on that. I can't remember exactly. Damn. Actually, definitely more for weed. Definitely more for weed.
Yeah. Did you grab any of the more fun stuff? I would have grabbed Blow off that menu immediately, dude. I want the Viet Blow.
Yeah, Viet Blow, man, what a brand.
I feel like they probably have the climate to like grow the plants there, right?
Yeah, I think they have a pretty good climate.
Oh, dude, I would love to try some Viet Blow, actually. That shit's probably fire. Probably got a little tropical twang to it or something.
Yeah.
You know? So you go to Vietnam, you grab your weed. Does it compare at all to like, it's Canadian shit, it's Canadian but like, weed, is it like good Canadian shit, or did he like?
It was like, I'd say it's like 7 out of 10 stuff. It was like not going to blow your mind, and it's like maybe a little old, but.
Yeah, I mean, God knows how the he got it to Vietnam.
Yeah.
That's a very, very long trip. Where are you planning to go like coming up? You have any more trips coming?
Yeah, I'm going, I have been before, but I'm going with Envala. We're going to Germany to smoke weed at a castle on a mountain.
Fire.
So pretty stoked about that.
Germany's got like fully legal now, right?
Yeah, Germany is one of the more legal places in the world. I'm not like super educated on their legal system, but even when I went there, it was like Like we were literally smoking at super famous places. So it seemed like it was really chill.
Just like out in the open, no
Yeah.
problem.
One thing that was wild is I saw a Jew and a German dude, and I have a picture of this, and they didn't realize at the time this like fucking Renaissance moment, but they're sitting there on a tray rolling a joint together on the Holocaust Memorial, because the Holocaust Memorial is all these
Fire.
stoops. And I was like, do you guys like realize what's going on here? Like, this is fucking wild. Like, if people saw this like in the fort, like Nazi Germany, and they're like, there's gonna be in like the center of Nazi Germany a Jew and a German dude rolling up a joint of weed together. Like, what a moment.
I don't think the Germans would have liked that image very much.
Yeah.
But the Jews probably would have loved it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, that's a sick, like, that's a shot I could see on the cover of a magazine or something, you know?
Yeah.
It's like German guy and a Jewish guy, fat joint. Was it a good joint? Did you see the size of it?
It was a good joint. Yeah.
Yeah. Good for them.
Yeah. They weren't fucking around.
Hell yeah. Have you ever gone to a Oktoberfest out there?
No, I haven't.
That's like, if I ever start traveling a lot internationally, that's one of the things I want to
That
pull
would have
up
been sick. That
on. My
would've been
doctor would be
awesome.
so mad at me, but like, I got to pull up for that.
Yeah.
I got to pull up and drink just for the one time. I feel like drinking is just like, those guys are definitely the reason this hemp ban is happening.
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
I
Because
agree.
us even sitting here saying these things like this, talking about how lame drinking is now and talking about weed culture in all these countries, like, there's a million people like us across the country that
Yeah.
aren't drinking because we can get stoned.
I don't think they're even fucking shy about it. They're like
No, they're
donating to
not.
politicians, and yeah.
No, they're very openly just buying politicians. Mitch McConnell did not sneak that amendment into the spending bill out of genuine interest.
No.
He's the guy who opened the hemp industry in 2018 to begin with. The 2018 Farm Bill provision that allowed that was drafted by McConnell. Like, he opened and closed it.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense, dude. That doesn't make sense. Hopefully we see some good results before November.
Yeah.
Do you have any other fun stuff planned for the future, maybe business-wise or ventures that the people should know about?
Yeah. I've been doing a little bit of comedy on my Instagram, so that's been going super well, and trying to see how far that train can go. And definitely a little bit of like an LA political aspect to it. So I've been considering running for city council of Santa Monica. We'll see. Or getting involved in some way.
How does that work? Like, are you running like just city council? Is that a broad thing where you're like, is there a certain seat you run for? Or is it like, I just want to be on the council? Like, how does it work?
Yeah, I think there's like a certain number of council members, and like they together have power. I think the mayor's like more of a ceremonial role. Yeah, I'm not like super knowledgeable on the process at this point. But yeah, just trying to like really think and evaluate what I want to do, because I maybe I'm like sucking my own dick too hard, but I think I'd have somewhat of a chance. Like, a lot of people watch my LA videos, and yeah, especially having traveled to all these places, it's like we should be the best place. We have the most money, like by far. Like, why are places in Vietnam like where they have a tenth the money so much nicer than they are here?
It's our public transit, dude.
Yeah,
Literally our public transit. It's horrible here.
it's ridiculous.
I mean, there's probably more to it than that. But to me, dude, the fact that I can't take a train or a bus and beat taking a car, and taking the car takes hours to get anywhere anyways, is the worst part about this city.
Yeah, and it's fucking amazing in Asia and Europe, and like, yeah, it's so frustrating. Don't even get me started on it.
Yeah. How soon is the next election where like you could run for city council?
I think it's in the fall, but don't quote me on that.
Oh, this year?
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right.
But I'm not, I think it's in the fall for LA, but I'm really at like the early stages of like last week. Like, I saw a comment that was like, you should run, and it had like a lot of likes on it. And I like posted on my Instagram, like, should I run? And like someone was like, hey, I can like get you funding. And I was like, holy shit. And a bunch of people were like, I can like connect you with people who've successfully won. And so now I'm just kind of like marinating on the idea. So I'm not saying I'm going to like do it or not. I haven't looked into it extensively until I like make peace with myself of whether I want to do it or not. Cause that would be a big commitment. And
It's a huge commitment.
I feel like it would definitely conflict with a lot of like, I don't think I could be the guy who goes out there and like wants to make a bunch of money if I'm in public service. And I don't think that would necessarily be right either.
Yeah. I mean, you are at a real prime time to consider this too, because your like Instagram presence has blown up since we last spoke. Like I've been seeing you all over my feed getting like thousands and thousands of likes and comments on your posts, which has been crazy. You're like a real deal LA influencer now.
We'll see.
Dude.
I'm trying, but
This is your new stage of your career.
Yeah, it could be. So I've really enjoyed that, and just also trying to figure out my lane with that too, because it's like I make the LA videos, I make like a bunch of videos of best places to do shrooms. I've made like a bunch of travel videos, and it's like all these are like all disorganized, and it's like I need to like pick a lane and focus on that, whether that's in the Instagram content or the politics. So yeah, definitely a lot of question marks, but talking it through on the Gobcast, so we'll get it figured out.
God, a pivot to politics would be so fire on your page. I think people would love it.
Yeah.
You got to really start like leaning into it too, like be funny with all your posts.
And I've noticed that, and maybe it's a coincidence, but there's a few things that I've like spoken out about that have actually gotten changed. And it's like, well, no one's made any videos that have gotten more views about it than me. Like maybe I actually had some sort of small effort in changing that, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's got to be like more motivation for you to actually run too. Cause then when you get elected, it's like, yo, I can really just change it myself now.
Yeah, that would be cool. I really like what Daniel Lurie is doing in SF, where he just like keeps everyone super fucking updated on social media. It's just like very transparent. I think that's the way politics is going to be.
Dude, you could live stream all the meetings and shit
Yeah.
that you guys have at city council.
But also, I don't know if I can do like all my degenerate shit at the same time. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
well, just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, who was there was that Toronto mayor who smoked crack.
Yeah, DC too.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Shout out Rob Ford, dude. R.I.P.
Yeah,
What a
Marion
guy.
Barry too.
You know, crack is as long as you don't go that far, it should be okay.
Crack is safe. I'm
We
just
only,
kidding.
we
I've never
only
done
impeach
crack.
the ones who smoke crack. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not that great. It's not that great.
Yeah.
You know.
I did get Hunter Biden liking a bunch of my posts. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one? The
I think it's the grandson though.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude. He's tapped in with this whole community.
Yeah, that's
He
wild.
followed me before my Instagram got banned, and I've been trying to get him on the podcast.
That would be
forever,
Wild.
bro. I've been trying forever. Loki, did you see when Channel 5 interviewed like the crack smoking Hunter Biden?
Yeah, I didn't see the whole thing. But
So I DM'd him, the grandson. I was just like, "Yo, how'd you let Andrew get that first? Like, what the fuck, dude?" 'Cause
does he respond to you?
Yeah, he hit me
wow.
up like years ago. He DM'd me, like he like was liking my post, and he DM'd me. And he's like, "Hey, bro, like your videos." And I just, I'm a Hunter Biden Jr. Like, I'm DMing him back. We were talking a little bit. So he's actually, he's Bo's son. So that Joe Biden had that one son who died of like brain cancer or whatever. He's that guy's
I
son.
didn't know that.
Yeah, and he's just named after Hunter, but he's not actually Hunter's like direct son.
Gotcha.
Or anything. So interesting family lore.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can say this, dude. We might have to bleep this, but I feel like you need to know. Hunter, we shipped him Only Gas.
Oh shit.
He hit me up
awesome.
one time. And he's like, dude, I want to try Only Gas, and he sent me his address, and it's like, dude, we shipped it to like I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
I looked it up because I was like, definitely we're gonna have to bleep this part, but I was curious. I was like, dude, where the am I shipping this to? Like, is this like a federal building? And it was like actually like their.
Oh.
So pretty crazy.
I remember one of the first Daily High Club orders. The first one over $50 was sent to a Bible camp, addressed to the Bible camp.
What?
I was like, yeah, all right, let's do it.
Let's fucking go. They're rolling it
Yeah.
up with the papers.
Yeah,
The Bible
maybe a piece of
paper.
the Bible, tear off a sheet, and yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, for everyone watching this who somehow hasn't followed you yet, where can everyone tap in at?
Yeah, you can check me out on Instagram, Hi CEO. I'm also that on TikTok, on Twitter, and what am I forgetting?
I don't know. I feel
YouTube.
like-
Yeah, YouTube, Harrison Baum.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. You post on TikTok?
I do, but I feel like my stuff doesn't like hit as hard on TikTok. But I guess it's maybe the like audience of the millennials on Instagram. I don't know. But,
I think it's really just on TikTok, you can't even cuss. Or
yeah,
they'll shadow ban it.
dude, like my Epstein video got my TikTok.
Yeah,
shit in
that'll do
trouble.
it.
And it was like I wasn't even like I wasn't like children, like the fucking people who got away with it, and like I get in trouble.
I don't even
for
think you could say Epstein on TikTok. It's that bad. It's crazy on there.
But they did restore it. But it was like they didn't tell me they did that, and it's like wow, why are my videos getting like 3 views on TikTok? And I went to the account check. It's like I got in trouble for the Epstein thing. Like what the
so, fuckers?
Yeah,
those fuckers. Yeah, they need to loosen up. Hopefully, now that they got acquired by I think they're owned by an American company now.
Yeah, and it's getting more strict.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, it's a CCP shell company. It's just their American branch that bought it.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, this has been a very great episode, and it was an honor to have you back for 99. We got you in right before 100.
Thanks for having me.
Hopefully, you end up running so we can all support your election.
That would be awesome.
Well, dude, let me know. We'll throw a little banner on an episode.
Yeah,
or something.
Hell yeah.
A little vote Harrison. But it's been great, dude. Thank you so much for coming back. And everyone watching this, thank you for watching the episode. And you know what's coming next week. We'll see you guys in episode 100.
Hell yeah.
See you later, everybody. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Drop a sub. Thank you very much for getting us as close to 300K as we currentently are. We haven't hit that yet, have we? We're close. It might be by the time this comes out. But either way, thanks for getting us in the region of 300K. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Deuces.
You're now watching the Gobcast. Viewer discretion is advised.